Hello everyone and welcome back to Arcadia, and this is going to be a bit of a different episode because it's kind of going to be a little bit of show and tell and a recap. You see, on the server we have sort of been prepping for a charity stream. This charity stream was the brainchild of our dear member Nusi, and she sort of rallied the troops, pulled us all together, and we basically spent the whole weekend streaming in the name of raising money for Gamers Outreach, which, you know, is a fantastic cause. They do a lot of great things for kids in hospitals. Myself and several of the other Arcadians streamed, others helped. Honestly, it was a huge team effort by the server, and I'm so impressed with what everybody managed to do and how it went. And so I kind of want to show you, what we got up to. I was really bad and just kind of forgot to record anything, so this is going to be a bit of a recap. I'm also going to be leaning on some of the streams from the others, so you'll get to see some stream footage and I'll show you what's been happening on the server and stuff like that. Honestly, it was a huge weekend. All of us are very tired, but it was a big success. And I guess I want to start here at spawn, which this is where we spawned in the very first episode. If you can't remember, there was sort of a village up here. You can see there's a little bit of a remnant left, and it was basically just trees. And spawn has sort of been transformed by Liz and Taffy into this fantastic little walkway and garden. They've managed to put a plot for each of the different flowers, which has been great. Also, they've created this little island up here. Up here is our spawn island, so part of the stream we had guests coming onto the server, hence the welcome to Arcadia sign, and this is where they spawned in, grabbed some food and beds and things, and then made their way onto the next part of the stream. But I just wanted to show how cute this little island and spawn area came out by Taffy and Liz. I think it's fantastic. They did such a great job. It's so cool to see spawn sort of spruced up and all beautified and thing. We'll go in here next. There is a lot to show you, so, hold on to your seats and sit back, and, I hope that you enjoy this and you can really see what we've been up to and how much of a team effort it was. So the next sort of main thing that I guess I wanted to show you was over here in the gaming district. And this is something myself and several others have been working on for probably, I want to say at least for a couple of months now. Is this. Now, SB, what does that stand for? Well, that stands for Scoopball. If you're a Hermitcraft fan, you know that Rendog created the game of Scoopball, which is kind of like soccer with the armadillo mechanics. And Percy, Percy, the ever wonderful data pack creative being and force that he is, decided that we were going to host as part of this event a Scoopball tournament and invite some other SMPs onto the server. And there were 3 other teams, I believe, that came and played. And, Percy built the... Oh, I'll show you. I don't want to show you too much at this stage, but I just want to sort of tell you the story. But Percy built the field and the scoreboard, and then he reached out to a couple of us on the server to see who would be interested in coming up with, a build for the arena. And I put my hand up along with Nusi and Husk, and this is what we decided on. We created this gigantic Pantheon kind of Pantheon build, but also cyberpunkified. We've got the pillars and the shape, but then we have this funky glass to try and make it look a little bit futuristic, and I think it works pretty well. And this is a huge build. Myself and Husk and Nusi sort of came up with the concept and the design idea, and it was my job to put the outside together, which I got a bit lazy with the back, but it's fine. Nobody's looking at it from this angle at this stage. But yes, I have built the outside, and honestly the biggest task was the materials gathering for this thing. It uses so much deep slate and glass and just everything. This is the outside, and then if you come into the actual inside, which is honestly where all of the magic is, like, this is insane, the work that these guys have done in here. So we kind of wanted to replicate that feel of when you are in a sports arena. There's signage, sponsors, ads, pretty much everywhere. So that's what we wanted to get across here. And Husk and Taffy did all of this like billboard and signage work, and it's just freaking crazy. I really don't know how else to describe it. Obviously there's the gamer's outreach sign. Pretty much every sign or billboard or, you know, thing that you can see that's gone up has some sort of reference to Arcadia, whether it's season 1, season 2, our shops. I think we have the logos of the other SMPs on here as well. It's just crazy the amount of detail. Like we have the Corn Kia sign here, the Bookworm, Zunti's fireworks shop. We have Cat's premium cookies. We've got Gren's horse shop. This is Triss's shop. This is Duke's shop. Like it's all absolutely insane. And then Nusi worked away at, you know, the seating, so she took that responsibility, and that also came out well. It blends so well with the exterior and the interior. This is probably one of the most epic things I've been a part of in Minecraft in a while, is this build, and I really wish you guys could see how cool this is in person. These two billboards on the side, so this green one and this purple one, actually changed color, which was Cadia, and that's crazy to change to correspond to the teams in there. It was insane, like crazy redstone. So like I said, it was Percy's idea to build the Scribball Arena and host a bit of a tournament, and that actually went down on Nusi's stream. So she played commentator, and we had 3 other SMPs compete as well as Arcadia. And I'm going to cut to a little bit of Nusi's stream just to give you a taste of what went on there. It was very funny, very silly. It was a great time. I think everybody enjoyed it, and we definitely want to do it again. But yeah, have a look, and if you can, go to Nusi's Twitch and check out her VOD of that as well. It was a great time, and it was crazy seeing so many people on the server from all over the place. It was just great. Like everybody coming together for a good cause and for fun was an amazing event.
Like I ran out of time, and it's going off again.
Right side of the arena.
And it's going off, and looks like they're the green team, Team Jen. They're spamming their wind charges a lot more. I'm not sure if Team Petal is starting to run out a bit. I'm seeing a few crit animations on that skill, getting a little bit worried for its life, but we have a standstill here. It's in the Jen team's court. It's getting close to their goal, but
I see our first goal here.
It looked like Team Petal were just a little bit not prepared for that. They were all standing around the armadillo.
So back at spawn, you can see we did have a guest board, and these are pretty much most of, if not all, I don't know if this is everybody that came on the server, but it's certainly a lot. But another event that we did was a server tour, which Triss hosted. I'll cut to a bit of a clip of that, but it was basically a few lucky, I guess, Arcadia fans and members of the community got the opportunity to come on board and, you know, tour the server, which was pretty great. Great to see some friendly faces and familiar faces from, you know, the comments in the Discord, get a chance to come on and see what we've been up to. That was really cool.
This is Dunty.
Is it a shark tooth?
My little hat, yeah, my
I
starter
wish.
base.
This
No,
is
it's better.
starter base. And this is where problematic children.
Yeah,
Is this what you call a starter base?
yeah.
Man, I'm scared.
So as part of the, I guess, charity event stream, we had different goals and donation rewards and things like that. So that's sort of what the rest of this stuff that I'm going to show you is because we had so many amazing donations and things. We had a lot of stuff built in the name of donations, which is pretty crazy. We had different thresholds for different things, but, you know, this sort of strip between spawn and the shopping district is where a lot of the builds went. So you can see, you know, Aaron donated some money and we built this fountain. We have Vandoman, who's a member of the community, donated and he wanted this cereal bowl built, which is Fortune Charms, and it's all a bunch of ore mini blocks with Froglat marshmallows. Hello, Mr. Happycast. There's just so many little builds that have popped up. It's fantastic. We have this altar. I don't think there's a sign anywhere for said altar, but I'll have to have a look around. We have this magical train coming out of the side of the mountain, dedicated to Gwen. Gwen is a previous member of Arcadia. We love Gwen. We've got, what else do we have? So many cool things. There's this flower stall, I think it was, and that was dedicated to Queen Unseen. Then we've got this little picnic area dedicated to Squid Alec. There was, I think, another, yes, there's this lizard, which is so cool, dedicated to Matsuma Prime. There's another, I think, altar up here as well, which was also a donation reward. Yep. Dedicated to Bremag. Yes, we have Sacrificed Tooth, as we like to do. Just so many fun builds have popped up, which is great. And obviously, thank you so much to the people that donated. And also thank you to the people who came and hung out in the stream as well. People's presence also really helps boost, you know, energy levels and engagement and things like that throughout these kinds of things. So that was fantastic. We have this gigantic palm tree dedicated to Inca. There's this really cool mushroom over here, dedicated to Robinar 44. Seriously, I don't know how we did so much in such a short amount of time. And then we have this little go-kart with the Arcadia 3 logo here, which, yes, dedicated to Gamers Outreach celebrating Season 3 of Arcadia. And it was also our 6-month anniversary, which is really cool. We also have this really, really, really cool firework. That was also a donation request, I believe. This is crazy. Like, I cannot even fathom how something like this is made. Another part of the donation rewards for the event weekend was actually getting to name foxes, which, ow, there are some little foxy friends. Yes, so we've got Fudge, Hoku, Phoenix. There were several more as well, I believe, floating around. But yes, that was another little thing that you could, you know, if you donated a particular amount, you could name a fox. Also, you might notice that there's a lot of paths happening now, and that was Taffy as well. Taffy did some crazy building over the course of this, the lead up to this, which is amazing. Like, fantastic. She really connected a lot of things together. As part of the naming, I guess, donation reward, myself and I think Silver, Cat, Tooth and Taffy built this, and I'm quite proud of this actually. Because I was thinking, we don't have that many foxes in the sanctuary, so we're going to need something else potentially for naming if people, you know, want to name things for donation rewards. And I figured, why not build a little aquarium and we could fill it with tropical fish that people want named. So that's what we have here. It's, you know, a glass jar, or a glass bottle, sorry, being held up by a magical tree. And we named fish as well as part of the weekend. And I've honestly just been coming in and hanging out in here because I do find it quite magical. I don't know what it is about being underwater in Minecraft, especially with coral and fish floating around, but it just really does something to me where I can just spend, I don't know, I can just sit here and vibe out completely. But you could see that there are some fish in here that have been named. Whoop. So let's see if we can sneak up and see anybody's names. Who do we have here? We have Squego. We have Reginald, and this one, I believe, yeah, Ancient Cheese, Bilbo Blobbins. They're so cute. I really just love the tropical fish. We've got Stick, Buck, Totally Not Cthulhu's Child, I believe is that one. Yeah, a whole heap of fish. So that was really fun as well, and this was a really fun build. I actually love aquariums in Minecraft. They're one of my favorite things, so we'll see if I do any more in the future. There's also a couple of monuments over here in honor of some of the stretch goals that we achieved. One of which I was actually involved in, which is this one here. So you can see there's a warden head on top of this stone sword. And this is in honor of the 700 goal. Our goal was to go into the deep dark without anything, wander around for about 6 minutes, and then try and kill a warden with wooden swords. And there were probably, I think there were 4 of us. Myself, Liz, Taffy, and Kat, I think, were there whacking some wardens with wooden sticks, and eventually we did die 127 times, but we killed the warden. So that was on Taffy's stream. I'll cut to that now, but definitely give Taffy's VOD a look if you haven't.
Where are you? I can hear you sniffling about in the dark. Are you crying?
Yeah.
Oh, are you stuck in the dripstone? Oh, is poor Mr. Warden stuck in the dripstone?
Yeah.
Oh, you should kill him.
And then a little bit further down, we have a wither. And this was at the 2000 goal, which is absolutely insane that we got that far. But the goal, I believe, was, because I wasn't on at the time, that we would set up a wither in the deep dark and watch it. Oh gosh, shriekers. Ugh. We would set up a wither in the deep dark and then watch it fight the wardens, and that was on Husk's stream, I think. So I'll cut to that. It's pretty cool, actually. Like, I didn't even realize that you could have withers and wardens fight each other, but apparently you can. And leave a comment if you think you know who came out on top. But yeah, I'll give you a look at that as well.
A warm embrace indeed. Very warm. It exploded
It's so
me.
dark.
Whoa! Look at that. The wither is just... He's just going at them. It's just shooting them left and right. Look at that.
So yeah, it's obviously difficult to recap, I guess, almost a weekend's worth of streaming. We also streamed non-stop, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that, but we basically kept going for the whole weekend. Everybody had shifts, and we would stream for 2 to 3 hours each time, and then someone would come and take over. It was crazy, the stream train that we had going on the weekend. And it was fantastic to see the community and our friends come out and support us on the weekend. Thank you everybody for getting involved, coming in and chatting, donating, coming on the server. It was just fantastic. It's crazy to see what Minecraft can do in terms of bringing community together and raising money. It blew my mind. It was just a fantastic weekend, and I can't wait for the next one. I'm just going to go ahead and insert a couple of clips from everybody's VODs, I think, just to give you a taste of what everybody got up to, because there was so much that happened, and I can't recap it all, and I really want to feature everybody in this video. That being said, if you do want to donate and you didn't get the chance to on the weekend, or you didn't know about our event, our Tiltify campaign is actually still running until the start of September. So there's still time. If you want, you can donate. I believe our goals are still there and our rewards and things. So, if you do want a fox named after you or someone, or a fish, or, you want a small build in your name on the server, that's totally still a thing you can do. And, we'll make some shorts or feature it somehow so you can see what we get up to. There's still a couple of things that we need to build for people. We just ran out of time and stuff, and that will definitely be a cool thing to see come up on the server in the future. I just wanted to highlight what we got up to and just say how proud I was of everyone, how amazing it was to be involved in something like this. I really just love being a part of this server. Everybody is amazing, and this was just a reiteration of that, the amazingness of everybody. So thank you so much for watching. Please have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Move over, Hermitcraft. Arcadia SMP is next. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, thank you. Oh my god, that was so fast. Everything's repaired. Okay.
It's like when there's a line at the ATM.
Yeah.
It kinda is, isn't it?
This one goes out to Inca Raids for a whopping $200
Let's go,
donation.
Inca.
Yes.
Let's go.
1, 2, Murder Beach.
Woo!
No. Oh, wait, what are you not doing? You were not on Murder Beach, idiot.
It's on a rock.
Oh.
Hey,
No, I was thinking Walter.
I was slain by
Why
my
was I
own
the first
husband.
one out?
Chat, I swear, one of them's named after me.
Here we go. They're all in.
Okay, let's name one that's fully
Make sure it
speed.
doesn't have a name already. So might need to be.
I can't even. They do not want to be near me.
Are
That
we
one has a
allowed
name.
to make them breed on camera?
You're right.
Is that? Oh my goodness! Wait, why is this so hard? No.
I just want to say that I'm so proud of you guys, and I'm so proud of everybody that streamed and everybody that did all the work on this whole entire weekend. It was Nucie's idea from the beginning, and she smashed it, she planned it, and then we had everybody, literally everybody, put time into building. And I'm not gonna talk too long, but I love you guys, and we raised $2,200 and no, 25 monies for children's.
Woo!
That deserves fireworks!
Yay!
Yay! Whoa! Oh my gosh, the orange ones.
He's so pretty.
Whoa, the purple. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god.
Yeah,
We gotta start playing Fireworks by Katy Perry.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
cause baby
Jesus.
you're a
Yeah.
firework.
So this Lord.